The Union government is finalizing India's first comprehensive anti-terror policy, aimed at providing a standardized framework for states to prevent and respond to terror-related incidents. The Defence Acquisition Council has cleared proposals worth 80,000 crore rupees, that includes overhaul of T-90 tanks, mid-life upgrade of Mi-17 helicopters, acquisition of long-range loitering munitions, changes in RFP for refuelers and AWACS, and procurement of MRSAM missiles for the Indian Navy and Air Force. The Indian Coast Guard has signed a contract with L&T for 6 rail-less helicopter traversing systems to equip its next-generation offshore patrol vessels. Aryavart Technologies has delivered its first batch of Indigenous Arya 5001 UAVs to the Indian Air Force, that boasts a flight endurance of up to 12 hours and a range of about 200 kilometers, and features modular payload options like electro-optical and infrared sensors. New Delhi-based MSA Global Tech and Engineering has successfully completed Phase 1 firing trials of India's first fully reusable all-metal multiple-launch rocket system barrel tube for a 14 km rocket launcher. The program has now moved to Phase 2 trials, with the company targeting future launcher systems capable of 50 km rocket ranges. India's Ministry of Defence will enforce stringent localization norms in the upcoming RFP for 87 male drones, mandating manufacture in India with comprehensive transfer of technology. The requirement goes beyond airframe assembly to include aerostructures, electro-optical and infrared sensor suites, and propulsion integration. The MOD wants assured in-country capability to repair, replace and upgrade payloads, and to conduct engine integration testing and long-term MRO within India, to prevent supply chain and geopolitical disruptions. According to media reports, the Indian Army's interest in the US-made Stryker armored fighting vehicle has sharply declined, making any future acquisition unlikely. The acquisition process is now considered virtually stalled, with the Army expected to prioritize an indigenous next-generation evolution of WAP known as Advanced Armored Platform being developed by DRDO and Tata Advanced Systems, that is scheduled for rollout in early 2026. The $1.5 billion agreement between Hindustan Aeronautics and General Electric for 80% transfer of technology to manufacture the F-414 engine in India is expected to be finalized by March 2026. Officials have said that if cleared on schedule, the first locally manufactured F-414 engine is planned by mid-2029. Until local production begins, Tejas Mark II prototypes will fly with imported F-414 engines already delivered by General Electric. A senior official from Russia's Rostec corporation has claimed that the total program cost of the Su-57E stealth fighter for India would be nearly 50% of what India is expected to spend on the 114 Rafale under the MRFA program, that comes with limited technology transfer and no source code access. The Rostec official also said that India could procure around 200 to 230 Su-57E fifth-generation fighters for about the same cost as buying 114 Rafale aircraft, with the Su-57E offer guaranteeing full transfer of technology and source code access, allowing independent integration of indigenous weapons sensors and software. Today's top 3 comments.
Omar dropped it.